Alright, what is going on, guys? SpitefulHopes back again, coming at you with the should you summon on this banner, bro. Alright, so honestly, this main banner is pretty, I don't want to say it's bad, but like it's not good. I would only really recommend you guys summon up to the 6th step, and then after that just call it good, just because there you're guaranteed one of the featured there you're guaranteed a 5-star with the step 5, and then you're guaranteed the discounted step at 150 orbs for a 6% chance at hopefully pulling one of these bad boys. You want Askin, Bambi, Candice, and probably this Yoruichi and Toshiro. I don't think Shinji's bad, but unless you have him 4 or 5, I wouldn't really advise anyone actually go for him. Because he is great when he's max transcended, but unless he's max transcended, honestly, I feel like he's going to fall behind in terms of what this game is asking for nowadays. Or maybe not necessarily what the game is asking for, but you're going to want characters that can clear regardless of the transcendence function. Now, a lot of people are talking about, oh, there's nothing for Stern Ritters, there's no scrolls. Guys, they literally said they're going to be adding the scrolls for Stern Ritters coming up, right? So going into the characters themselves, pop, pop, pop. I actually really love that you can actually click these characters now. That's new. Alright, so going into Candice. She's probably best in banner, in my opinion. Strong attack, recharge, Arankar killer, nearly 800 spiritual pressure. She does have Havoc 20% along with Berserker 20%. She has Frenzy, so she's going to be dealing double hits. With the Berserker, she's going to be hitting like a truck. Debilitator plus 5 seconds with paralysis on everything, as well as weakened defense with her Devastation 40%. She's going to be hitting really hard with her special, and with the Frenzy and Berserker, she's going to be hitting really hard with her strong attacks. With the Havoc, she has some of the craziest range in the entire game. A 1200 strong attack 3, 960 strong attack 2. For those that have Shinji or Spirit Society Byakuya, you know exactly how she's gonna really play out with her strong attack 2 and 3. Her strong attack 1 is a 570 radius lunge. So standard lunge, except with the Havoc 20% just makes it so much better. Her activation times look insane. What I want to know is whether or not you can animation cancel the strong attack 1. Whether or not you can animation cancel it immediately after you use it, as long as you can deal the damage, of course, she might be one of the best characters in the game. Reason for that is she also gets a Sprinter plus 2, which I failed to mention. Her Nat string is really quick. She does have the AoE on her Nat string as well. Keep in mind that it's a 375 radius. A lot of people were looking into it saying, oh my god, she has so much range. It's not that she has so much range. It's 375 radius. That's standard normal attack damage string. It just looks really fast, and it looks good. Like for honestly, for this character in particular, she looks like she's gonna be 100% probably best character in the entire banner. All right, next up, and probably the one that I want the most. I've been getting asked that, which one do I want the most? Like, bro, like literally look at the what did I name my stream? Load, please. Thank you, bro. Yeah, I don't know which one I want the most, bro. I have absolutely zero idea. I actually really like the way she looks. I'm interested to see exactly how that first strong attack feels. It looks good. Now, she is in competition with Kirinji in a sense. I think Kirinji is significantly better for a variety of reasons. She has a strong attack recharge, Soul Reaper killer, right? Quincy Stern Ritter affiliation. Currently, no killers against that. Sprinter plus 1. Berserker 20% with Frenzy. She has the Havoc 20%. A Bruiser 20%. Devastation 40%, so she'll be dealing a lot of damage. Keep in mind that she also has the damage to burning enemies plus 20%. So when she applies burn, including after the first hit of her special move, she'll be dealing significantly more damage. Debilitator plus 2 seconds, standard for units with burn, and she also has burn on all of her attacks. Her strong attack 1 is a zero quote-unquote radius into 690, and it is a shave into an AoE. Pretty much, it pushes back the enemy a little bit and then explodes into a 690 radius. 690 is actually relatively big. That's actually bigger than the radius of the units that use boost, barrier, or heal attacks, including those that have Havoc, which means if you guys have Camp for Your Own World Resurrected Halabel, pretty much she has more radius than that on her first strong attack on the explosion, which is really good. The speed on it says 2500, which is incredibly good as well. Strong attack 2 is the 960 into 1200 radius strong attack 3. So the strong attack 2 and 3, same thing as Spirits Society, Byakuya, Shinji, and Candice. It's just this strong attack 1 that changes. I wish she got the beam, sure, but honestly, getting a new strong attack 1, I really am interested in seeing how strong and how like fun this is to play around with. Range collision on her normal attack damage string. She does have relatively fast speed on that NAD string. If I go into Askin and go into his attacks, his speed, no, he doesn't have the speed. Yeah, but you'll see the 3200 speed as opposed to the 2500 speed on the strong attack 1. So her NAD string is incredibly fast. Going into Askin, he is probably, I don't want to say the cuck of the banner because I really don't believe that. I think that he excels in what he was made to do, and that is to destroy Ichibei. And honestly, I think he's going to do it incredibly well. 785 base attack, squad 0 killer, so already this is a 40% killer, by the way. A lot of people were asking if it's 20% or 40%. This is going to be 40% most likely. A damage reduction of 16%. Insta kill on the special move. Poison on the first, third, and NAD. The boost down is an interesting mechanic, which we'll get into in a little bit. Paralysis and poison immunity. So he won't be stunned, which is good. Start barrier plus 10. The barrier pierce from Ichibei is still going to go off, but like for anyone else, they still have to get through the barrier. Keep in mind that Ichibei doesn't stop the barrier, he just goes right through it. He has a bruiser of 30%, flurry, and poise. I believe Ichibei got 20%, so he already has more bruiser than Ichibei, which is insane. Sprinter plus 1. And going into his attacks, he has the beam 2500 radius, which means that's definitely going through. He has the 975 radius strong attack 3, which means that's getting through. So he's pretty much going to AoE, right? The way that I see him running in PvP is he'll come in, immediately start with his strong attack 3, hit the entire board, start breaking down their barriers if they have one. If not, he has the chance to proc poison right away. Strong attack 1 is going to go right into Ichibei's pussy, and then after that you'll see that he has insta kill on his special. So if he gets the soul bomb, just like Unohana, there's a chance of that popping off, and that would be kind of OP. Now his strong attack 2 is an enemy debuff. You see how it says enemy 10 seconds? This has to hit the enemy. Okay, this isn't something that goes around Askin. This literally will go off one time, which is why this is not really going to be too useful in PvE content unless you're using it against like the epic raid boss or something like that. 525 radius, that is, I don't know if that's standard. Who has a barrier? You have a barrier. Does he have havoc? I don't remember. Yeah, he doesn't have havoc. Okay, so second strong attack 575. Oh, so he has even less radius on that second strong attack than a normal AoE. Interesting. So the enemy, the debuff goes for 10 seconds. They lose their base stats, which means that you're going to be able to deal more damage. They're not going to be able to deal as much damage. I'm still unsure as to how strong this debuff is in comparison to weakening. But one thing that's unique about this debuff is it quite literally is a debuff. You will strip their barrier, you will strip their boost, and you will take a portion of their you will take away a portion of their stats. It's not like Snatch where you're going to be dealing, where you're going to be stronger. They're just going to be weaker. Okay. So yeah, so that's pretty much the main banner in a nutshell. Byakuya has his own stage in Path of Valor. He does have Havoc. He doesn't have Berserker. He's not a bad unit, but he has a no affiliation killer, which I feel like holds him back. Lisa's pretty mediocre, Ikaku's mediocre, Ruka's pretty mediocre, but she is an infinite boost character if you're looking for that. Renji has some pretty good range on his attacks, but I feel like he kind of falls short in the new meta of speed characters that are coming out. Past Yoruichi, literally no complaints on her. She's a very, very good unit. My only complaint is that they keep putting her over and over and over again. Like I have her, I think I have her 5-5 and another copy 3-5. It's kind of mad, to be honest. But she's a great character. Strong attack recharge 14%. full screen third strong attack, infinite boost unit, and with the strong attack recharge 14%. I actually like her a bit more than True Bankai Ichigo. TBI is going to hit harder because of his transformation mechanic on his boost, but Yoruichi is she's still really, really good. Shinji is the person that started the trend when it comes to having Havoc 20%. So even though he is from 2017, yep, he's a very, very old character, but he's still relatively good, and honestly the strong attack damage link of 25% honestly keeps him in the meta. Quite frankly, I still think he's top 15 mind characters in the entire game, which is saying something considering how high powered these last 2 years have been. Taiteen Toshiro, excellent character, no complaints there. Full screen third strong attack. If I remember correctly, he has a lunge first strong attack. He does have Frenzy with Soul Reaper and a Rock Art Killer, which is excellent. Strong attack damage link is the one thing that I feel like holds him back. Freeze on everything. Yeah, lunge into the 2500 length beam, which is really, really strong. A lot of people complained about this because it was too narrow, but honestly it goes so far that I don't think that it's a real issue. You'll see here that the width is 900, which is actually bigger than the standard beams as well. Strong attack 3, 675 into 1000. AoE distant. This is just a very, very, very good attack. You'll see it goes into a vortex into a full screen third strong attack. Very, very good. Okay, so going into Desert Society, I do think that this is one of the banners that people are going to be having to look into. This Rukia is actually really, really, really good, but the main thing about her is what she does for you as a person playing this game. She saves you time. You can't really put a price on that, which is actually kind of which is the main reason that I don't like that it stacks and leads to a toxic environment. For those that do co-op IZ, you know exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to Rukia, and with that, it's going to be it's going to be the same story when it comes to Hard IZ. So one thing that sucks about IZ is if you're not running her, you're probably not really that wanted in the group, just because it doesn't matter if you're running Mugetsu, it doesn't matter if you're running Tokinata, it doesn't matter if you're max transcended Kenpachi or something like that. If you don't have her, you're wasting people's time. And I'm trying to say that bluntly, because this is what K-Lab wants you to feel, so that you're forced into summoning for something like this. Keep in mind that when it comes to these Link Slot Plus characters, they're releasing them in non-hyped banners, right? No one would be summoning on this Desert Society banner if it wasn't for this Rukia with the Link Slot potions. Unless you really, really like Yoruichi or really, really like mediocre Ichigos, unfortunately. It is what it is. Same thing with the Rukia. Not many people would have wanted to summon for that Machine Society banner had it not been for Rukia. Like, it's not that these characters are bad. She's actually very good. The Sprinter +2, Frenzy, Berserker 20%, Debilitator +5 seconds with weakening on all of her attacks, Charge third strong attack, but the charge, if I remember correctly, this is an AoE distant, which means that the strong attack 3 goes off in front of you and not around you, which in my opinion is really good because that means that you don't have to get into the middle of the enemies. The AoE distant 800 radius, this is Spirit Society Byakuya's second strong attack. I'm going to keep going back to Spirit Society Byakuya because I feel like he's, like I said, iconic. I say that all the time. But she doesn't have Havoc 20%. I feel like that's the only thing that kind of holds her back a little bit. But that Link Slot Potion skill, in my opinion, is it's invaluable. It really is. A 475 radius standard lunge. She's excellent character. Really, really, really strong. And the fact that she has strong attack recharge -12% as a skill, as well as last ditch survival. If you die in co-op IZ, she also saves you revival candles, which is really, really good too. Alright, so yeah, so honestly, I do think that people should do at the very least the first step of this banner. Okay? Going into Candice's individual, you'll see that they have Ginrei, Belief Tosh, Kensei, and Momo. If you really, really like Candice, this might not be a bad banner for you. You'll see Belief Toshiro, he gets thrown around a lot, but Max Transcended, this character is cake, bro. He will slice through anything like butter, and whenever he's bonus in epic raids, because he is bonus in a couple of them, he excels in everything that he does. Ginrei, same thing. He's very, very good. Flurry with Hollow Killer, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Damage reduction of 20% Link at worst, right? And honestly, he's bonus in 2 epic raids as well. Very, 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 very clean, and he makes your runs significantly quicker when it comes to that. Kensei, DR 20% Link, that's all he is. And Momo's probably one of the better mind healers in the game, but I feel like she's nowhere near as strong as these new mind characters that are coming out. Candice, definitely, like I said, best in banner. She's beefy. Alright, and going into Bambietta, I'm probably going to be going into her individual. A lot of people are asking if I'm trying to go for 5 of 5. I'm not. I've said it before, and I said it at the beginning of the year when these special move sources came out to begin with. I'm trying to go for one character, 5/5, for every single attribute. The only one I'm missing right now is probably Mind, and I wouldn't mind going in for Koga dupes because I actually need 2 more before he's 5/5, and then I'll be good. Caleb's been trying to keep Koga in individual banners so that you're more inclined to summon on those. Power Aizen's not a bad character at all. I feel like he's slowly falling off just because he doesn't have Havoc or Berserker. Izuru is not a bad character. Yuki is pretty bad. Bambietta is amazing, I'm not going to lie. Koga, one thing to note is he has Spirit Society Byakuya's kit, which makes him incredibly, incredibly valuable. Strong attack, recharge 14%, holo killer. In my opinion, the best ranged holo killer in the entire game. Havoc 20%, frenzy, devastation 40%, debilitator plus 5 seconds with paralysis or freeze on the second, third, and special. His nat is okay. His first strong attack is the 3000 radius. 3000 length, excuse me, beam. It's really good. 960 radius, strong attack 2, 1170 radius, strong attack 3. Right, he doesn't have the exact same kit as Byakuya. The strong attack 3, in my opinion, is superior to Byakuya's. The only thing is, he doesn't have Berserker 20%. If he had that, I think he actually would be one of the best characters in the entire game. I think he's still top 10 units in the entire game. I just think that this strong attack 3, if he had Berserker, oh my god, he'd be so insane. So this is the 975 radius AoE that just goes in front of you. Very, very strong and very, very far, and I already said that it's strong. Yeah, so that's pretty much that in a nutshell. I don't really want to go too deep into these other characters because I feel like they're incredibly old. For Aizen, no Havoc, no Berserker. He does have Weaken on everything, and he is good in Path of Valor. No, Tower of Ordeals if you're still doing that. He does have the Beam 2500 for his first strong attack, Vortex second strong attack, and Full Screen third strong attack. Not a bad kit, just slightly outdated for how fast things go nowadays. Like, he's no Shinji, you feel me? And he's no Spirit Society Byakuya. Alright, and going into Askin, honestly, this is an entire skip. If you don't pull... Guys, if you don't pull him on his double chance banner, I would highly advise you to literally not care about PvP for a couple months. He will be back in 2.5 months in a double... I'll go into that in a little bit. He'll be back in a banner with 9 characters. I'm not even gonna bother going into any of these characters because all of them are fucking disappointments. They're bad. They're simply bad. Now, if I'm going into the simulator, you'll see all these banners, right? You'll notice that when I go into specific banners, they bring people back. So they brought Machine Society back, and instead of having 12 characters, there was only 9. If I go into this banner, Can't Fear Your Own World Round 3, you'll see that they come back with 9 characters. This is a trend that they've been going with for quite some time. It took me a little bit to figure out the pattern just because I wasn't 100% sure if that's the route they wanted to take. But yeah, as you can see here, the Tokinata banner, same pattern, 9 characters. So if you can wait, I put that into like quotations. If you can wait, it might not be a bad idea to just wait for these characters to come back in a couple months. I know a lot of people want to summon for these characters, but unless you're a whale, I'd recommend actually skipping this double chance banner, like this main banner, and just going into the individuals for the characters that you want the most, and then after that, just wait for them to come back. Keep in mind that there are a lot of Stern Ritters. And trying to collect them all is going to be so much more toxic than ever before in comparison to, oh, there's only 5 Squad 0 members. Oh, there's only like 11, there's only like 13 captains. I was going to say 11, but like, I was counting the ones that died, and that's not good either. But yeah, and don't forget that we also have like Nanao, Jushiro, Probably another Ichigo and another Yamamoto to look forward to. So depending on your favorite Stern Ritters, I would recommend going in for those. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that. You know, guys, grind on, catch up, hit me up, stay blessed. I wish you all the best of luck in your summons. And yeah, I hope this is able to help you guys make an informed decision. I'm personally going to be going into step 6 for this one. Step 6 for this one until I get Rukia. If I get Rukia on the 4th step, I'm out. Like, literally. Actually, you know what? No, Koga's in here. If I get 2 Kogas, I'm out. If I get Rukia on the 1st step, I'm out. And Yoruichi, I'm completely skipping that banner. And these individual banners, I'll probably do like first 2 steps for everyone but Bambietta, trying to go for the Koga. Like I said, Koga is going to be in this banner, and Koga's also in the Rukia banner. So if I pull Rukia, I kind of want to just be out and then just go for Bambi. But I'm going to leave it at that. You know, guys, grind, catch up, maybe stay blessed. We'll show the best luck of your summons, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace. Damn, I try to keep it under 20 minutes. Alright. Well, I tried. Stay blessed, y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. I will be summoning when this banner goes live. Peace.